Hello, everyone, and welcome to session 3 of God with Us, the story of how God encounters man and why it matters. In our last session, we briefly talked about how God, before the foundations of the earth, created man because he wanted a family to share himself with. However, there is an antagonist in this story, an enemy of God, and he hedges his way into the story, which leads to the fall of Adam and Eve. Yet in the midst of the wake of man's unraveling in sin, God shows up to Adam and Eve, and he does this. In Genesis 3 verse 8, he says, "And they heard the sound of the Lord walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and Adam and Eve hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God and from among the trees." The first thing we hear God say is, "Where are you?" This question of "where are you" is the heartbeat of God, which continues throughout all the stories we'll be talking about. God has always been reaching out to us, wanting to connect and to talk to us. He then promises Adam and Eve that he's going to use their family to bring forth his redemption. This shows us that God is a merciful Father who is committed to his children. Genesis 3:15 says, "And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed. He shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel." This is where the story leaves us. The story leaves us with two broken, cursed people who are made in God's image, given an incredible promise of redemption. We are left with a jaw-dropping, cliff-hanging story where we are eagerly expecting the promised Son of God, which we will continue in our next session of God with Us.